что ж, вновь привет, дорогие друзья! С вами iRider. И я наконец-то нашел решение данной долбанной миссии, над которой я думал снова минут 10-15. Это заняло у меня 2 кружки чая, 2 сигареты и несколько минут ожидания. В общем, смотрите, что мы делаем. Нам нужно, во-первых, вот это подвинуть, чтобы отсюда свалил этот босс. Короче, тут оказалась проблема вот в чем. Один сюда. Да, нет. Окей. Так, значит, лишим питания. Поймать. Оно ведь, да? Нет? По-моему, не оно. Нет, не оно. Не оно. Вот, оттуда питание нужно забрать. Отправить вот сюда. Теперь снимаем консоль. Блин, ну я тут не настроил, конечно. Надеюсь, что я больше сюда не вернусь, потому что, ну, в баню в таком бардаке работать, блин, это просто с ума сойти. Окей, пускай будет тут. Нажимаем пробел сюда, чтобы провод оттуда взять. И направляем его вот сюда. И... Ура! Заработала гребаная даунская установка. Сейвимся. Давай, Дездемона, базарим.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, we need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the railroad has.
Патриоте, окей, сейчас ты мне расскажешь, а я посмотрю, как называется.
I like the name. Sounds encouraging.
There's a man or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name, Patriot.
Окей, я понял.
If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
Да я сделаю все, что смогу.
I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Придется.
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Так, смотрите, друзья. Данный эпизод я назову... Так. Включить перехватчик сигнала. Строить излучатель. Я даже не знаю. Включить перехватчик сигнала, когда назову его.
This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Ну чё? Я вроде уже должен отправляться, да, наверное, куда-то?
So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You needed to contact Patriot.
Я тебя не вижу.
Oh man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths. About the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it.
Хорошо, хорошо.
Extract that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RF! We got it!
Find a way to save them.
Опа.
Nobody else can.
Now!
Вау. Молекулярный уровень выполнен. Дебильнейшая миссия, блин, падла, паскуда. Просто слов не нахвататься на самом деле. Вау, вот это институт интересный, конечно. Дерьмо. Глаз зачесался. Давайте посмотрим, что у них можно украсть. Вообще можно что-нибудь украсть? Мне это дерьмо нафиг не стало. Ну ладно. У них же есть оружие. Ха-ха-ха, оружие есть. Под землей и под прикрытием. Запустить зашифрованную запись на любом из терминалов института. Окей, давайте возьмем оружие в руки на всякий случай, да? О. Что, 45 миллиметров? Есть у меня еще что-нибудь такого? Окей, ну погнали.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Pollen. The Institute is under my guidance.
No use.
I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face.
Яйцом к яйцу со мной решил побазарить, да?
Step into the elevator.
Окей, и как вот на учреждение закрытого типа.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Ребята, вы куски дерьма,
Welcome to the Institute.
которые украли у меня ребенка. Я вам сейчас всем развалю кабины. Вас всех
This
развалю.
is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are stable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Ну да. О, кстати, он. Лол, это же мой малой. Алло, это же мой малой. Галерка.
Need the key.
Ребята, это же мой сын.
Jammed. Don't have the key.
Так, значит, я отсюда вышел, да? И что мне здесь нужно делать, и почему меня аж подлагивать начало?
No way to pick this. Only opens with a key.
Окей. Ни хрена не понял. То есть я сначала спустился, поднялся вверх, через спустился вниз. Да. Мышка начинает проседать снова. Угомонись. Боже мой, Fallout, почему ты такой сложный? Что вам, блин, сделали геймеры, что вы... Окей, что мне нужно сделать, да? Окей, давайте попробуем.
Can't pick this. No way to pick this.
Попробуем подождать. Может, что изменится, да? Подождем 11 часов, окей. Если ничего не изменится, придется спуститься вниз и попробовать найти что-нибудь там. Вот я нашел своего сына.
Busted. Don't have the key. Can't pick this. Only opens with a key.
Окей, давайте спустимся вниз. Посмотрим, что можно сделать там. Потому что пока что, к сожалению, я ничего не вижу. Никакого решения не вижу. Ой, боже мой, Fallout, Fallout. Доступ к лифту отказу. В чем прикол?
Broken.
Ну, каким-то же образом я должен, типа... Стоит массу других. Так, я нового получил. Что я могу?
We need the key. No way to pick this. It's stuck.
Окей, давай попробуем. Может, кастет возьмем в руки.
Can't pick this.
Малой. А, вот.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Наконец-то, блин.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's going
It's
on?
me.
What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes, it's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Нормально таки пуля.
Sean.
S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rude. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean.
Что?
I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time.
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production, but it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations
Ага, я
that had
понял.
crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Ну это охренеть, конечно.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what
Конечно,
those above
охренеть. На
ground
самом
might
деле
think of
охренеть.
us.
It doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Я даже и не знаю, где.
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit
Ну, сейчас мне немного
biased.
неудобно перед всеми теми людьми, которым я
There is
пообещал.
much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, and Dr. Holdren in bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Ну, теперь вот это, конечно, я аж подофигел от таких развитий событий, ё-моё. Прям, ну, прям жопа, прям капец. Прям я хз, что дальше делать. Так вам скажу, друзья, это, по-моему, блин. Так, окей, сохраняемся. Может, мы здесь, кстати, что-нибудь найдем, какие-нибудь пасхалочки. Давайте взглянем здесь. Любые здесь могут быть какие-нибудь там, типа пупса. Нет, пупсов нету. Что есть там в жопе у него шапки. Блин, я теперь сижу такой весь подуставший, короче. В плане того, что я в шоке. Еще я приехал сюда, типа, чтобы... Вообще-то... Сломать здесь все к чертям, да? Давайте на всякий сохранимся и попробуем сломать все к чертям. Что получится. Буква Ю, значит, общая, да? Ю. Где у нас тут еще есть Ю? А здесь еще есть буква Ю, ё-моё, блин, что за бредятина вообще?
There we go.
А, лол. Запустим. Нет, я пока что не готов это делать. Нет, я не хочу пока что вирус запускать. Давайте чуть поиграем, если что, вернемся на это сохранение. Вот оно, институт называется, да? 11 часов 41 минута. Давайте потом сюда вернемся и посмотрим, что будет дальше.
Call this a clean floor. But your pistol receptor is malfunctioning. Can you not see the grime and dust?
Doc,
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
to the Institute, sir.
Don't make excuses.
Operating at full capacity.
Окей. Пойдем встретимся с руководителями.
I wish Quincy would stop telling us stories.
Ну блин, на самом деле я хз, что делать. Не сильно мне хотелось бы сейчас насрать своему сыну, по сути, чей поиск типа и есть смыслом игры.
No physical reaction.
Давайте пока встретимся с докторами, там побазарим с ними, да?
She's been
Здорово,
at it for
пацаны.
2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Здорово, подруга.
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Лол.
I don't want one of those things anywhere near me.
If you expect to be coming and going, you're going to need one. You may have noticed that the relay is our only access to the surface. In case the significance is lost on you, if nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted.
Right.
I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful.
А,
Dr.
давай.
Lee.
Не, давайте загрузим вот последнее наше это, да? И пойдем все-таки получим у нее чип. Чип тема хорошая.
She's been at it for over 2
Я зря
hours.
отказался, мне
What is
кажется.
she even testing?
Nothing.
Я прошу прощения за такой косяк, я случайно на самом деле. Я мискликнул, у меня мышка выпала, блин, снова. Дело в том, что когда у меня садятся аккумуляторы в мышке, она время от времени перестает работать. И для того, чтобы она заработала, нужно клацнуть одну из кнопок. То есть я клацнул, и она типа потухла. Здорово.
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, yes, I know who you are.
Don't worry.
Thank you, I do appreciate.
Uh-huh.
Oh, before I've been told to install a. You're to be given full.
Спасибо.
Thank you.
Given that the relay is the.
Sure.
In case the if nothing else. Now, unless it's
I'd like a progress report on your...
taking your new appointment. Very well.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping that the above.
Окей.
Not everything you heard about the Institute is true.
Пойдем тогда побазарим с остальными докторами.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject. You know protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Robotics to knock some
We're
heads
all
together.
looking forward to working with you.
Dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. Send a message.
Excuse me, doctor.
Please don't.
So,
There's enough
here you
friction
are.
as it is between
What's the name?
us and pretty much
Acting
all the
Director
other
of the Synth
departments.
Protection Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into our hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production line.
Right.
Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Понятно. Все с тобой понятно, мужик. Ладно, пойдем к последнему доктору, посмотрим, что как куда, если не будет никаких дальнейших миссий.
All functions normal.
Сломать терминал.
Huh? It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Спасибо.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick.
Easy, Doctor. I wonder how the Warwick family is
So
doing.
good to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally must be
Clayton
close to
Holt,
10 years old by
head of the
now.
bioscience
It's
team.
remarkable.
I
Any
can't
child
wait for
can
you to see the
survive
work
for
we're
so
doing.
long up there, don't you
It's
think?
truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer...
Uh-huh. You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as... Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just, you won't find better medical care anywhere else in...
Что ж, спасибо. И теперь мы идем выполнять, походу, что-то там. Куда-то там. Походу. Что ли? Я не знаю. Так, что у нас теперь?
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
Hey, Doc.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be.
Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the lab. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Ну, наверное.
Absolutely.
Good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division,
Я понял.
It must be a challenge to meet the...
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take a Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Я понял. Так, что ж, и все равно, то есть нас все равно нас толкает к той же миссии. Фотографическая запись с вирусом. Ну окей. Что ж, пойдем искать тогда терминал.
Father has done remarkable things.
Потому что это единственная наша миссия здесь.
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
Окей, значит, пойдем наверх. Поищем здесь. Давайте зайдем сюда. Бред. Это не то, что мне нужно. Это вообще микроскоп. Блин, не, ну я на самом деле не ждал, что будут такие миссии. Ну, типа, эта миссия, мне кажется, знаете, какой, ну, слишком тяжелой, типа, ну, в плане выбора. Блин, я ненавижу подобного рода выборы. Это говно. Потому что вынуждают такие сильные решения делать. Не люблю это такое. Это неправильно. Ну, типа, блин, вся суть была найти сына, а теперь, блин, испоганить все, что он сделал, да? Лол, а что общего между home и файл, там, и еще чем-то? Попытка номер 3.
Yes.
Порядок. Окей. Так. Получено наше сообщение на предыдущем. Почему? Кстати, знаете, что может быть, что это нифига даже и не наш сын? Что-то мне не нравится, что значит за... Почитать ответ патриота, да? Окей, как мне это сделать?
Update. Observed unusual activity.
Ладно, я не знаю, короче. Ладно, наша миссия, походу, вот эта. Патриот. В жопу. Говорить с отцом. Погнали. Батяня, я иду! Я иду весь... Да-да-да.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Если не ваш сын, если не ваш сын, бла-бла-бла. Батяня. Ага, он выше. Окей. Уж так сложилось, что мой сын в разы старее.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
Что я скажу? Я не знаю, что тебе сказать. Могу сказать то, что потрясающе.
I'm glad you can appreciate what we've accomplished. None of it has been easy. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Окей. Ну что ж, пойдем. Где этот охотник? Но я на самом деле так и не понял, как мне, выполнить эту миссию, типа, вот, прочитать ответ патриота, наверное, потом встретиться с охотником, окей. Где? Либерталия. Ага, то есть на улице уже, да, получается? А Либерталия у нас где находится? Вот здесь. Нет. Так, окей, давайте штаб подземки. Нет, Банкер-Хилл будет ближайшее место, ну давайте сюда. Бэм! Да, вот это так жесть. Но, как видите, пока что, типа, с отцом... Ой, с своим сыном, почему-то постоянно хочется его своим отцом назвать. Своим сыном мы пока что поддерживаем отношения, да, то есть я даже и не знаю, что может идти дальше. Я сейчас просто, знаете, сбит с толку. То есть я не могу... До меня просто не доходит, что здесь произошло и что делать дальше. Для меня это шок. можно так сказать. Для меня это шок. Такой легкий, охреневающий шок. Да. Просто охренеть. Ну, сейчас что-нибудь будет. Посмотрим. Хотя знаете что, друзья? Лол.
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like.
Guess they're not interested in sharing, huh? You really do have a talent for finding trouble, don't you?
Так, друзья, пожалуй, на этом мы закончим. Вот, я надеюсь, что вам понравился данный выпуск, как по строительству этого гребаного портала, как, блин, вообще в целом вся миссия. Но я от нее немного в шоке, мне нужно, я пока хочу немножко отойти, пойду умоюсь, я должен прийти в себя, на самом деле очень такая тяжелая миссия была в плане восприятия. Что ж, я надеюсь, вам понравилось, ставьте большой палец вверх, с вами был iRider, всем спасибо за внимание.